Action.
Give me a stroke.
So we got this table, round black table, in our hallway where we lived. Somebody was moving and they were getting rid of it, so we snatched it from them.
Totally legal.
Totally legal. I just taped it up to protect this part. And we're going to use this distinctive, is that what it's called?
Distinctive concrete concepts.
It's there. Basically it's for floors, but we're going to use it for art.
They've never used it for art, so
They sent it to us to experiment with, and we are extremely grateful for that. We've used it on this piece, which we love. It has such a different reaction to acrylic paint, and they gave us this powder as well. They sent us some metallic pigment. You can kind of see it. I don't have the flash on, but that blue down there is what is theirs. But as you can see, it just looks amazing with acrylic paint. It almost doesn't look real. And you can see these three reflections. That's those lights. And you can see, except for where we put glitter, that's right there. It's bumpy. But everywhere else, super smooth.
I'm so digging this blue that they sent us.
So we're gonna do that to this. And now I know what I want to do. I want to do the splash one. No? Because it's super thin. You'll see the video. The video, it'll be, where's it at? It'll be right here. Doink, doink, doink. Of the making of that piece that we just showed you.
All right, you guys, begin. So to start out, we're gonna have to sand it down because it's
super slippery.
Very slippery.
And we don't know what's on this. So there could be other stuff on here.
Bodily fluids, ketchup, gum, wax. Just kidding. I got the look.
This is just
precautionary measure.
No, this is 220.
The grid's 220. Are you gonna go over with a 400 as well?
No, I don't need to. That would just smooth it back out, probably.
Gotcha. So sanding it is going to create a tooth for the resin to adhere to. If you use a bonding primer and don't have sandpaper, then you'll probably be fine. But this just ensures that the resin won't peel up. We like to be extra thorough, especially when it's for something that someone's going to put in their home, something that we sell to somebody.
And this will be for sale, kids. This is for fun.
And for sale.
Well, it's really bad weather here, and we're supposed to be doing that.
Did you show them the weather?
I haven't.
Working on this piece.
We're supposed to be doing what?
We're supposed to be doing the white and gold club counters.
We have it all primed and everything, ready to go.
But it is absolutely crappy outside. It is 33 degrees. As you can see, we have our place, the heat kicking because resin. So the condensation is so real.
Real.
It's really real, people. We're gonna do another coat on this. This is that Maui. I don't know if you can see. It is not as beautiful as in person.
You need to turn your
That
flash on.
did fun stuff. So after you sand it down, wipe it off with, we use a 91% isopropyl alcohol. You can just get it at CVS, like $4 for a bottle, or you can buy it in bulk. It doesn't take much. You just want to make sure you get the dust off, as well as remove, I don't know, any sticky that may have been on there, the alcohol will take with it. So when you sand and when you use alcohol, wear gloves, because the sandpaper will eat your fingertips up. I learned that the hard way the other day. And the alcohol will dry your skin out lots. Are you doing paint selection? What are you working with? What you got?
That's the same. Yeah.
We're gonna get some inks.
Oh yeah, I want to use the ink.
Which ink?
I want to use like a deep blue. There we go. Deep bright.
Blue aqua.
You want to use that?
Yes, I want to use Maui.
Well, we can mix Maui into paint, right? Or you just want to mix it into resin?
Yeah, I think that color you just pulled will do what the other one did. Isn't that almost this?
No.
You know what a fine color is? I don't know where it's at, so never mind. Oh.
Look at that.
I wonder if this would color shift in the paint. I mean, in resin. It may be too thin of a resin for this kind of paint, actually. Here's half the resin that we're using. We bought out every store in our area. I think we bought out like 4 stores. Pull this out.
Some more colors.
It still works with that stuff too.
That's fun.
Leave a stick in there, pressed against the edge. I went over this in a pro tip, but if you do that, it takes everything out. So you have a clean surface. And if you mix properly, you won't have any sticky spots on your edges. It'll come out evenly. So that's a good test to see if you're mixing right. If you have sticky spots still, then you need to mix longer. Here's the circus.
Are we gonna do like
I almost feel like that's too many.
Are we gonna do lines? Are we gonna do craziness?
I feel like that's too many. I don't know. If you want to make a storm, then
You do them in the color. Well,
you like metallics, I thought. So that's metallic.
take this one away.
So now you have only two metallics, 1 ink, and 3 craft paints.
Okay, well.
Okay. And a spray paint. Tell them about the tip.
Well, we've been taping stuff off. Like people tape stuff off, they'll tape from the top down and tape it off and then put their cover paper over that so that whatever drips, it covers. But the problem with that is you have to take your tape off, this tape, because you don't want the resin to stick to the tape. So then therefore you're taking all of this tape off. All your paper is basically wasting paper and tape. So I thought, why don't I tape below it, tape it off, then tape this part off so that when the resin comes over it, it's dripping, dripping, dripping. You can wipe that and then take that tape off so this stays.
You have a clean edge and you save your product.
Yes, to get a clean edge, and yeah.
Good, brilliant.
If that makes sense.
I'm sure it does. Cliff notes. You want to tape your edges, obviously, because that would be a long drip. And I don't want to put all that resin over there. So to protect your edge, you have to tape it off, obviously. And then 2 hours in, after you've done the top of it, you're going to want to take this off so that it leaves a clean edge and you're not going to sand it, and the tape will come off easiest and it'll melt into itself. But you don't want to take it all off in case you want to do a top coat so you're not wasting your product. Mask this first and then do this part so you can take that off and save the rest.
I don't think I explained that right.
We did, and you're brilliant. Also, he folds his tape so that he knows where it's at. Gives it a little tab to hold on to so you can find it and pull it off easier.
I don't understand why this is acting like this now. Because I'm going below it.
If you work masking tape long enough, it'll bend any surface. Because I didn't know masking tape stretches.
No, not a lot. Here, don't get false information.
But you told me it bends.
There's some that bend that you do patterns with, not like.
I thought that's why we work it into creases and stuff. Fail. Action.
Well, and it's zoomed in, so you're.
Double fail. Action. You sure you're good?
I hope so. All right, so we pour this into here.
Pour part B into part A.
Part B.
All of it in it that it comes out that you can. And then you're supposed to stir it in there till it looks combined. And then you're supposed to pour it into another apparatus and stir it in there till it's combined. And you know, we didn't really have a setup issue on the last one, so
Not at all.
I feel like we have a good amount of working time with this.
Well, it's just funny because you stir it into it and it looks like it's already mixed. There's no swirl lines.
They sent us this floor primer too. I wonder if that is a version of a resin as well.
Did you set a timer? It's 30 minutes?
Well,
See, I love seeing that.
that's low end. Once it's 30 minutes, should I set it for 45?
This is the blue they sent us. I don't know if you can see that, if it focuses or not.
Hold on. Hold up there. Look at that, dudes.
Dudes.
All the dudes. He's a dude. She is a dude. Nobody that watches our channel will remember Good Burger. If you do, comment below. Chinchilla can. No. No, ma'am. When you're using a resin that's thin, or if your regular resin is thicker and you thin it out with water and do that whole trick, make sure you mix your pigments in really well, because it's no fun picking out chunks of paint.
I'm sorry, putting what?
When you have a thinner resin, you have to mix your pigments in.
Water.
Mm-hmm. This is this one, or did you use this one already?
It's so crazy how thin it is.
Mm-hmm. This has got to be one of my favorite other pigment powders. This green duo, blue green duo.
I tell you, it doesn't smell good.
So laying down a layer of clear just allows your colored pigments to flow more easily, because it'll kind of feel like it's sticking to the table if you don't have it, just a thin base down.
And it kind of blends. Lets it blend a little bit. Look at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love. I love it that you can splatter it like that. I can't wait to do my splatter.
What is that one?
Blue, just straight blue.
Oh, I didn't tell the people the colors. I'll list them in the description below. I just like how like light over dark look. I definitely do know it's all flowing at you right now. I think it's a little bit uneven.
It's not. I put the level on it.
And it's not uneven?
No.
It can't be my imagination. Is it?
What?
Walking towards you? There's nothing on the floor over here.
Well, I don't know how, because I put the level on it.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
If it's gonna flow, it's gonna. This is awesome.
I want all of it to go over the whole edge. I don't want any of it. So let's,
Maybe you just blew it more. That,
it's
you know what I mean?
definitely moving.
You wanna put something under it?
It is moving, look at that. Oh my god, look at that.
Beautiful. Do you want me to add any heat to it, or are you good with?
I think I want to,
This is beautiful.
I think I want to tilt it like other, like, all directions. I gotta hold it.
Do you want to heat and tilt it or just regular?
Look at it all moving.
That's kind of a good thing about this resin is it's so thin already that it doesn't take much.
Mm-mm.
Wish you had more of the deep blue color. Beautiful piece, B. This Maui is just a murder.
Fucking resin on my fucking shoe. Here's this blue.
I don't want to mess up your design. Do you use glue this?
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
That's the table. Where's that look? Let it like go out. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Look at that and then we're gonna rotate it. And let's see.
You want to put a popsicle stick under it?
This stuff stays.
No, let's just add some heat to it.
No, I mean it stays liquid.
Oh yeah, I'll check the time. Hey Siri, how much is left on the timer?
It's running at 8 minutes and 49 seconds.
You didn't know to do that?
No! Thanks Siri. It's fine.
It looks like a planet.
That is gorgeous. I really hope that stays.
Look at that.
We got so much paint left.
I know.
What are we gonna do with it?
It looks like a,
Is it too much for this 20 by 20? Too much for this guy?
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of that resin. Maybe we could top coat this Lazy Susan so it's got holes in it.
Top coat with what?
The rest, are you gonna put all the rest of it on this? Because if so, that's fine.
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, you can.
I'm just trying to think ahead of what we're gonna do.
There's so much of this blue.
Will you just add this?
Yeah.
I like it.
Look at that. Look how it looks like it's carved. it's starting to blend. Maybe how it did on that other one.
That Maui over like dark
Uh-huh.
is just bananas.
Amazing. Blue.
Maui?
Yes. Now I wish we would just use dark blue and white. It still looks fucking amazing.